Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'll be telling you 5 doable tips that can help you get more success in 2025. So stay tuned. The first tip I would say is to set your priorities. Get your priorities straight. Figure out what's most important to you, what it is that you like to do, what are your goals, what are your top priorities for 2025. And then based on that, figure out how much time you want to spend for each priority. And there's only 24 hours in the day, so you have to decide what's most important to you. At the end of the day, I'm sure you have a lot of goals for 2025, but what are your most important ones? What are your favorite ones? What are the things that most interest you? And set those as your goals, set those as your priorities, and make it count. Dedicate time and energy into those priorities, but you have to be selective. At the end of the day, you can't do everything, and you need to choose what's most important to you. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be to know your strengths. Basically, just know what you like. One thing that stuck with me is do things that are easy for you that aren't easy for other people. So what are you talented at? What do you enjoy most? What comes naturally to you that might not necessarily come naturally to a lot of people? And that's something you can capitalize on. That's something that you can really focus on, and it's low effort for you but high reward, because for a lot of other people it's very hard to do for them. So know your strengths, know what you're good at, and if you're not sure, you can find out. You can ask people around you what they think, people that you trust, people that know you, and they can share things that they think you're good at, and figure out what you like to do, what's easy for you but hard for other people, and what you're good at or what you want to be good at. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're already good at, but something that you're really passionate about or really interested in, because at the end of the day, if you're consistent with it and you enjoy it, then that's super good. So my number 3 tip is to claim it. So what I mean by this is make it part of your identity. If you want to be better at YouTube, then don't say, I make YouTube videos, yeah, it's fun, whatever. Say, I'm a YouTuber. If you like to play video games, then say you're a gamer. Like, make it a part of who you are, and then you'll most likely want to hold yourself to a higher standard to legitimize yourself, putting yourself in that identity. So yeah, own it, claim it. The next thing is number 4. My number 4 tip is to make a schedule. And this might seem like super easy, like you get a calendar, you put your birthday on it, you put big milestones on it, but I'm not really talking about that. That's great to do. It's great to have a calendar with all of your big milestones and things that you're doing for 2025, but what I'm talking about is making a schedule the day before, making little schedules so that your daily habits reflect what you want your big goals to be. So if you want to have a productive Saturday, plan it on Friday night. Make a detailed hour by hour plan of what you are going to do on that Saturday, and try to stick with it as best you can, because even if you only follow through with 90% of the plan, at least you're still doing a lot more than what you would have if you didn't plan it. If you just go with the flow, you never know what's going to happen. You could, you might sleep in until 10, and then 10 o'clock comes around, and then you get on your phone, and then you get on TikTok, and then you're scrolling on TikTok till 12, and then you're hungry, and then you get a snack, and then you want a meal, and so you get a meal, and then you get sidetracked again, and then you're watching TV, and then you're going on a walk. And at the end of the day, if your goal for that day was to get better at cooking, or to get better at juggling, or to go on a run and get a certain time, then you didn't prioritize that. You didn't make that part of your schedule beforehand, and so you didn't do it. At the end of the day, if you plan beforehand an hour by hour schedule of the next day, even if it's the day of, and you're like, okay, I want to accomplish these steps towards my goals this afternoon, it's like, okay, what are you going to do that? If you want to read more books, schedule some time in the afternoon, schedule an hour where you're gonna go outside and sit and read the book, and say, okay, today I want to read 30 pages of this book. That's gonna take me about 30 minutes. So
Do you know you
I
have
need
30
to set
minutes?
aside 30 minutes at
30.
11 a.m. and read the book. It has to be specific. Make your schedule specific. If you just say, oh, I'll do it sometime during the day, most likely you're not going to do it. You need to say, well, what's the best time realistically for me to do this thing, and then do it. If you say, I need to run 5 miles today, well, when are you gonna do it? If you just say you're gonna do it, then maybe no time is a good time. Maybe it's too cold, or maybe it's too hot, or whatever the reason is. If you say, I need to run 5 miles today, tomorrow at 9 a.m., then you're gonna get up at 8, you're gonna get ready, you're gonna eat breakfast or not, you're gonna drink water, you're gonna do all the things to prepare to go on the run at 9 a.m. because you planned that. It's not like you're just gonna wake up and then it happens. You need to plan. Tip number 5 is make small goals for your big goals. If your goal is to run a marathon, then make small goals for yourself. I need to run 1 mile by next week. I need to run 5 miles by a month from now. I need to run 10 miles by 6 months from now. I need to run, you get the point. But set up small goals for yourself so that you're making progress for the big ones, and that it doesn't seem so unachievable to accomplish those big goals. So make realistic small goals for yourself so that you actually can reach the big ones. And yeah, I hope those tips were helpful. If you have any more tips that you want to share them in the comments below. I'll put in the description some of the inspiration for these tips, and also if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye!